Hello, my name is John Clifford and I'm a senior fellow with Construx Software. I recently returned from a client engagement where we had worked to help to get the organization over to a more agile approach, and yet we ran into some challenges. The initial pilot went very well, extremely well in fact, so everybody was super excited. And then we rolled it out to some other teams and we had some challenges. And let's talk about that in the context of what I call the Agile test. The Agile test is very simple. It's when you're faced with a problem in your organization that the Agile approach is pointed out or it has somehow surfaced, and you have a decision to make, and yet you don't. You keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results. Of course, there's a term for that, right? Insanity, defined as doing the same thing repeatedly while expecting a different outcome. So many of our organizations don't understand that the Agile approaches aren't designed to solve all your problems. They're designed to expose your problems, but you still have to do the heavy lifting. You still have to step up, face your problems squarely, and do something about them. Now here's a problem with being faced with a problem and hesitating or delaying it or postponing a decision. If you have to make a decision and you don't, you're making a decision to stick with the status quo. Doing more of what doesn't work doesn't work. The answer is very simple, basically. You have to look at the problem in the face and have the courage and integrity to step up and solve it. So when we were talking with this organization, and everybody was puzzled as to why the pilot went so well and these other projects didn't go quite as well, we made a very clear point to them. What was different? Well, in the pilot, people agreed to buy into the process and give it a good try. In the other approaches, we had some resistance because people weren't sure. They saw the successes but didn't see how it would work for them and their projects. And so they were very hesitant to go all in. And when faced with the decision of doing it the old way or taking the new way, the groups decided to do some things the old way, the ways that weren't working. And they refused to get off of that. And that was a real problem. A deeper problem with failing to make a change when a change is required is it causes demoralization. In other words, if you fail the test too many times, it will cause the project to fail, and that will cause people to lose motivation. They won't be invested anymore. They figure nothing's going to change. Why should I put my heart out? So I want to warn everybody out there, when you're faced with a problem, do something about it. Even if there's some short-term pain, the long-term benefits will be much better for your organization.